Little Dottie West, a little lesson in leaving. George Strait, One Night at a Time before that. Dirks Bentley, 5150 here on the Smoke Country Jam with me, Michelle Lee. Today, sunny, 75. Beautiful day to head out to the Cuyahoga County Fair in Berea, Ohio, just down the road, where you could see the Hobbs sisters. Lauren and Hannah will be performing 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock.
Yes.
And that's today's sets. Yes. And now tomorrow, probably roughly the same?
A little different. Tomorrow is 12, 1:30, and 7:30.
Oh,
so
doing
one
an
late
evening.
one, and then I think Sunday is like 1, 3, and 4 or something like that.
Okay, so you'll be there the next 3 days, and a lot of great fun. Of course, you like you said, you've been there multiple times,
Love
and you guys are enjoying it. And of course, it's great to have you guys back here in the studio. Of course, but you know, I think a lot of things, like I had mentioned earlier, a lot of things have been changing.
Yeah.
For the Hobbs sisters. One being Lauren. Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you so much.
A lot of big planning going into this.
Lots of planning. Wedding coming up at the end of the year, so we're really excited about that. And so that, I think, in itself has made the year go fast. And then you put that on top of music and new songs and touring, and so it's been, I feel like I haven't even seen this year go by. It's like mentally I'm still in January, so I'm just playing catch up.
You're still soaking in that you got engaged.
I am. I'm still like living in that moment, I think, for most of my life.
Well, that's awesome. And of course, you know, so tell us, how was the engagement? I mean, like, was there a big proposal, or did you know it was happening?
We had talked about it, and so like it was on my radar that it would be coming, but he wanted it to be a surprise, and it was Christmas Eve. We had spent part of the day with my family, and then we're both from Pittsburgh, so it's really fun when we go home for the holidays. We get to kind of see both our families. So we had spent some time with his family, was dropping me back off at my parents' house for the night, and in the driveway of my parents' house, he got down on one knee and proposed.
Now, I have to ask, Hannah, were you like the sneaky one that knew a little bit more details?
I knew roughly. I knew it was happening somewhere in the couple day span. Didn't know it was that exact night, but we had consulted a little on what she liked on the ring, and we love Neil. We were so excited he's going to be part of the family, so it was just a great way to celebrate the holidays.
So now what, obviously you guys live together in Nashville with your younger sister who also works in the industry.
Correct.
And who's busy out working at a festival.
Yep,
and
she's all over this weekend.
Right. So how is that going to change? Because you guys literally, I mean, you're twins.
Yes.
So you've been with each other since birth.
Exactly, and have lived in the same place pretty much our whole lives. Like, we've never been more than like a couple minute walk from each other. I think, which sounds crazy, but like, I don't know, it's just, we've been together our whole lives, and so it'll be strange to have to like plan out when we're gonna see each other.
Schedule our hangout time. I think that'll be the biggest. We're used to just like walk downstairs and be like, okay, what are we doing? And so I think having to actually plan out and say, okay, we're gonna do this and meet up this day.
Yeah, but I mean, thankfully, obviously professionally we work together, so luckily we will be still seeing quite a lot of each other.
Yeah, of course. And now I of course, outside of this marriage that will be taking place in December, I gotta ask you a few things. A lot of fans have asked some simple questions as well, so we figured we're gonna do these quickly for you before we hear this amazing new single that is out. One, and most importantly, of course, you guys like to eat.
Love to eat.
So what is your favorite dish you guys like to make, whether it's a meal or a dessert?
Oh gosh, I'm a terrible baker, so for me it's probably a meal. I love pasta of any kind. So our mom's side of the family is Italian, so like we always grew up eating like all kinds of pasta. So that's a favorite of mine.
Our grandma had a spaghetti sauce recipe that we cannot do it all the time because it takes a really long time, just like all day. But that's probably like my favorite thing that we finally mastered and know how to cook. It's still not as good as our moms, but we were like, we made a pretty good attempt.
Okay, so being Italian, you must love pizza.
Yes.
Always.
All right, what's your favorite pizza toppings?
Mine is, I really like pepperoni. Like I'm a simple kind of gal.
Traditional.
I go either way, like either pepperoni or I like some veggies on my pizza, like the peppers and onions. Like I'm all about that as well.
I don't know about that, Hannah. Okay, but I have to ask you. All right, Nashville obviously has some great pizza places.
So many.
Do you guys have a favorite one, Hannah?
I do. 5 Points.
Okay.
It is my favorite. Is that yours too?
Yeah.
Or what's the other one we love? DeSano's pretty good too.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
DeSano's amazing.
Yes, it is. I will have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, such a good
Now, and speaking of Nashville, obviously you live there. And what is one of your favorite places to hang in Nashville? Not when you're playing, and why?
Awesome. We hang a lot at like Winners where Whiskey Jam is on Mondays and Thursdays. It's when we're not having a show, it's just a great place. Like you'll walk in and even if you didn't plan to meet anybody there, odds are you will know somebody in the room. And there are really so many great people playing everywhere in Winners. So that's one of my favorites.
How about you, Hannah?
Love that. I think even like non-music, although they do have music, Yeehaw Brewing down on 6th is so much fun, especially like in the summer. They've got like a nice outdoor area and they do bring like concerts and things in there too. So it's like a fun, just kind of all-in-one space. I love it.
And you can't get away from music when you're in Nashville.
It's hard to go there. I tell you what, we love that. So we enjoy it.
It's always fun, of course, to head to Nashville, and hopefully, maybe someone's planning a trip to Nashville. Maybe you'll check out one of their favorite spots, and hey, you never know, you might see them hanging out.
That's right.
So, before we get to playing this new single that's off your upcoming album, and we got to ask you a few quick questions. Yeah. Do you play "Love Me" or "Love Me Not"?
We do. So we play it in our sets
with our band. Right?
We haven't done it in a while, but we do.
And what is that "Never Find Another" song of yours?
Love that one. Your favorite?
One of ours, or
yeah. See, I told.
I would say, but like a song that I love, like if it's one of ours, I would have to say "Grown Up Things."
That's a good
But if it's a Never Find Another song, like a cover, Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Okay. Yeah, which you guys do in your shows.
Nothing gets people on the dance floor like that.
I see what you did there. That was clever.
It took me a second. I was like, wait.
I know, right? You had to think about it.
We answered that 2 different ways.
We did.
And what year did you wish that the summer was on a slow burn?
Love that.
Knowing what I know now, probably 2019, the summer that right, because then obviously 2020 was extremely slow and everything looked very different. So I think for me, if I could have made 2019's summer last a little longer, I probably would have enjoyed it just a little more.
Jump on that with you.
We are talking with the Hobbs sisters, and they're getting ready to wrap things up here in the studio because, well, they got to get over to the Cuyahoga Fairgrounds in Berea. Again, they'll be playing at 1, 3, and 5 today. Hopefully you'll get a chance to see them. You check out their website. They have it, or their Facebook page, the Hobbs sisters. Just follow them, like them, because they do a lot of great fun things. They do Tuesday conversations and Music Tuesdays and other special little pieces on their Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Again, follow the Hobbs sisters, Lori and Hannah. Always a treat to have you in the studio. I know it's our second time, but
it's always so much fun. We just always appreciate you making time to let us come in and play some songs. It's just great to catch up.
This is a remarkable time because when you get the chance to have the artists in, we get to learn a little bit more from the artists, and it's just so much fun. And you guys mentioned that Forrest Whitehead has been your producer this year on this upcoming album, and you co-wrote the newest single with him.
We did.
Now I have to ask you before you play it, and now, was this reflecting on any true life experiences for either of you? And of course, we'll start with Hannah.
Yeah.
And how so?
Well, it's actually kind of funny because I don't think we were even intending to write that day when we had a session with Forrest, who's our producer and a co-writer on this, as you mentioned. But we came in and we were just kind of talking about Lauren's wedding and things that were going on, and Forrest was like, so what's new with you? Like, what's going on in your life? And I was just kind of in a cycle where, dating is really hard. And sometimes things work out and sometimes people reach out and ghost you and you never hear from them again. And it can be really frustrating. And so I just had a bunch of notes written on my phone of just kind of my dating struggles, my friends, things they had told me, and just sort of started throwing all of those out there. And Forrest was like, I think there's a song in there. Like, I feel like there's some emotion that we need to get out. And so we knocked it out in like an hour and a half. It almost wrote itself, just a lot of things I'd written down. And then, Lauren and I have a lot of friends who are going through similar things. And so we all just were kind of bouncing ideas of our friends' experiences and came out with this one, and we really love it.
And it was just recently released to radio.
It came out last Friday.
Yeah, brand new. Brand new.
Yeah, it's very new, but we were so excited. It's the first of a bunch of new music that we're working on with Forrest, who's so talented, and just, he's just really inspired us in the music we're creating. And so we're so excited to finally start sharing some of that with the world and let them hear what we've been working on all year.
Well, you know what? It is time, to hear it live
Yes.
here in the studios. Of course, they've heard it several times off the track that we've received. Again, the Hobbs Sisters, your modern country duo. Sister harmony, you cannot deny. I mean, it is pretty much, you're like the new modern Judds.
Oh, well, that is a huge compliment.
So,
Very high
you know,
compliment. So much.
And this song will tell you why, even as the other songs that you've already heard this morning with the Hobbs Sisters. Again, here's Hannah and Lauren, the Hobbs Sisters, here on the Smoke Country Jam. It is called If You Wanted To, You Would.
Say you wanna take me out and spend a little time. I'm waiting on the edge, trying to read between the lines. Make it obvious to me. When I see it, I'll believe it. I'll be damned if I'm standing around and waste my time. Wonder when you come around and finish all this wine. Don't put me in that spot. You're in or you're not. Take a chance, take a shot on this moment. Let me know if you're the kind that's gonna own it. Under that neon glow, got a chance but you won't kiss me when you could. If you wanted to, you would. If I make you wanna do it, then do it. You shouldn't have to talk yourself into it. I see you looking my way, so say what you wanna say. We both know you should. If you wanted to, you would. Tell you straight, I kinda hate the indecisive type who call my phone and lead me on and keep me wondering why. Are you all just the same? Or are you ain't? Take a chance, take a shot on this moment. Let me know if you're the kind that's gonna own it. Under that neon glow, got a chance but you won't kiss me when you could. If you wanted to, you would. If I make you wanna do it, then do it. You shouldn't have to talk yourself into it. I see you looking my way, so say what you wanna say. We both know you should. If you wanted to, you would. Take a chance, take a shot on this moment. Let me know if you're the kind that's gonna own it. By now you should know, I don't wanna see you go. We should be doing what we wanna be doing. We don't have to talk ourselves into it. I see you looking my way, so say what you wanna say. We both know you should. You wanted to, you would.
The Hobbs Sisters here in WOBL's studios here on the Smoke Country Jam. Follow them on Facebook. Go to their website. Check out their tour schedule, thehobbsisters.com. They will be at the Cuyahoga Fairgrounds today, tomorrow, and Sunday. First show today, 1 o'clock. Ladies, always a pleasure having you in the studio.
Gosh, we
We so
always
appreciate
enjoy
you.
this. Thank
Thank
you so much.
Looking forward to having them return next year.
Yes.
All right, we got it all locked and loaded already. Again, the Hobbs Sisters here on the Smoke Country Jam on Gold Country.
Woohoo! Awesome. Carrie just started watching
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Gary.